All right, guys, I'm gonna wait for a few people to kind of roll on in here, and we will get this thing rolling. We're gonna get this thing cracking, okay? Pretty good program. We're gonna try to get this done. I don't know, hopefully maybe in an hour and a half, probably maybe an hour, 15 minutes to hour and a half. And I am going to stick to the script because I got stuff to do, or else the coach does not want to end up in. Well, I'll keep that to myself. But you're live, LDBC. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. And guys, welcome to the show, welcome to the podcast. Okay, definitely, definitely appreciate all of you guys taking time out of your day. I know there's other things that you could be doing today besides listening to my southern accent run his mouth. So I really appreciate those of you that you're taking time out for the podcast. And the first viewer, okay, all right. Coliseum Unlimited. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's Calissimo Unlimited. How you doing, sir? Miss Coach, how you doing? My buddy Alicia Miller. And Alicia, just let me know if you wanna, I'll open it up to you if you're gonna jump in on the podcast. Um, just give me a, just give me a hell yeah, like Stone Cold would say. Calissimo, thank you, sir, man. It's really a pleasure, man, to finally get you in a chat because I see you leave a lot of comments. You leave a lot of good comments. And man, I've always, whether I liked them or not, I've always really enjoyed when you leave a comment because you're speaking directly, definitely from a place of truth, when you leave a comment. So I just want to say before people get in, I really want to thank you right now, okay? TC Johnson, how you doing, sir? Uh, Dashino, Dashino Zentaraya, yo, what's up, brother? Um, we just on Antonina, we're going to talk about her future, and I want to, definitely get in and probably get Antonina toward the middle of the podcast so people are already be here, and then I can just start talking because Antonina she don't get a lot of publicity. She don't get as much as Valentina, so and I'm gonna try to go and make my endeavor to change it. To change Antonina Shevchenko getting a lot of coverage on this channel. And I've done some Muay Thai fights for her, but I've still dropped the ball. And Antonina was even nice enough to interview with me, which I know my southern accent was killing her. And hopefully I'm gonna get Antonina on at another time. Hopefully, they train so much, and Antonina, she finna be big, she finna blow up, and I told y'all. TC Johnson, how you doing, sir? Oh, yeah, I just spoke to you. Thank you, Calissimo. Yeah, man, I try to be as honest as I can, man. Well, I try to be. George Page, what's up, man? And George, let me go ahead and thank you too, man. But while everybody's getting in here, George, I want to thank you too, man, because man, you've had my back on some issues. I mean, you've definitely supported my channel, man. So, dude, if this podcast ever, really get to be like a big podcast, I tell you what, man, it's gonna be a lot of people that I'm gonna constantly have in my mouth, and that's you. Hurricane Poke, yeah, man. Deshino, Cyborg, yeah, we're definitely gonna have a talk, man, because it's kind of crazy, man. In the world of MMA, you know, it's almost like just when you think that it's gonna be boring in the world of MMA, man, here it is, okay? Hey, George, thanks for the thumbs up, man. Thanks for the thumbs up because, man, whenever I drop a Cyborg video, I'm telling you, boy, it's people, man. They can't stand her, man. And it's like, I guess people still upset, man, about, her testing positive, man, 7 years ago, man. People can't stand her. All right, wildest moments. Okay. You and Alicia are here. Wildest, you might still be in New York. I don't know. I don't know if the lady will let you come on and jump on so we can have some of this discussion. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, George, I did. I made a video about her with that Muay Thai coach, and it was staged. They staged it. You have to go watch the whole video. I didn't want to get like a YouTube strike. So I kind of put down like the end of it. But man, I am me. How you doing, sir? Glad you're here. TC, yeah, man, that was a pretty heartfelt story, man. I'd read the whole thing like several times, man. Yeah, you're here in Chinatown for a week. Yeah, okay. Well, you let me know if you can jump on, and I really, because I got to keep this podcast to about an hour and 15 minutes. So at 3:45, I'm gonna try to cut it off, man, and shut down. But definitely wanted to get you in because people like why does I like when you come on, but actually when you were on, the attention span and everybody was paying attention because people want to know what you think. They do. People want to know what you think. Like I actually think you good, you real good. You know. Let me see. I don't know. See, Kalisimo, and people speculated on Holly Holm using steroids, but I'm not one to. I'm not. I can say, well, yeah, she looks like she's on steroids, but then that'll just be my opinion. Okay, it wouldn't be a fact thing. So I'm not going. I won't say Holly's using steroids because there's no evidence of that or no proof. Sorry, not evidence, but she hadn't been proven. So I'm gonna just pretty much just say, hey, you know what? Holly looked like she could be, but technically she's not. So I'm not going to put that out there. But it's a good topic for something later on. George Page. I mean, she may have. You just don't know. She just don't know. Yes, muy bien, mi amiga. Muy bien, mi amiga. Muy bien. All right, let's see. So many people are saying Andrade is going to pop. She hadn't popped yet. Jessica Andrade hadn't popped, but I'm gonna stay on topic, okay? Okay, so what's been going on? We got enough people in the chat now. What's been going on is that now you have this writer, okay? And I'm gonna pull up his name in the articles. And this guy, he's pretty much, man, he's been slandering Cris Cyborg. It's what he's been doing, okay? And a sample was given. Cris Cyborg says on her Twitter because her and this guy they've been going back and forth, and she states, and I quote, start quote Cris Cyborg. She says, sample was given yesterday about an incident, but Iron Kid is running a smear campaign because he was told he couldn't write a diet book with her last year. So apparently this guy, and you can see some of his articles with Bloody Elbow, and SBN Nation. He writes a lot of articles, and he deals with the PEDS part of MMA. That's what he talks about. So if somebody pops, you're very aware. You're gonna see an article from this guy, and he pretty much knew the whole situation. See, this is the thing. This guy knew the situation. He knew it, and he even wrote it in his own article. But what he tried to do is he tried to make the article read as if Cyborg got popped. Okay, he did. He tried to make it seem like as if the article, where Cyborg was in trouble. That's how. If you go read the article, that's exactly how he wrote it. Okay, and oh wait, I'm supposed to be reading the article. Okay, let me read the article for you. Okay, let me see. Okay, well, let me read what she says. Okay, now they're going back and forth, her and this guy named Iron Kid. And I tell you what, man, Cyborg is pissed at this dude, like real pissed. And somebody even posted a couple of my videos on Holly Holm Twitter timeline, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, man, this guy, let me see, what is Cyborg saying? Hold on, guys, let me finish going through this because it was pretty intense, man. God, they were going back and forth. So basically, Iron Kid, what he asked her, he said that, hold on, I'm trying to bring it up, guys. I got to get the truth down. Let me see. He's also a co-host of the Three Amigos. Boy, he got them alcohol bottles there. Whoa. A lot of alcohol bottles. Okay, so basically, he's saying that, the owner of Phuket Top Team tried to explain the situation with Cyborg's doping test. And he wrote this article, guys. And guys, I'm trying to get everything, and I should have had this up ready. Yeah, Lala, they still keep messing, okay? They still keep messing with her. And it's funny that this guy, he wrote the article, he wrote, but the title, it says Cyborgs can't provide details on drug testing, claim they called the cops. See, the title of that article is very misleading, okay? Because in the article, he pretty much said that, Cris Cyborg, her team did not call the police. This article to make it look like that Cris Cyborg was, up to something shady. That's what happened. And I like the way Cyborg handled the whole situation. She said this dude is salty. He's very, very salty. Okay. Isaiah, you can block crazy people. Okay. Who do you need me to block? Is there somebody? Because I wasn't paying attention to the comments. So if there's somebody you need me to block, then we can go on and get them up out of there. Uh, I mean, Kalisimo, he could, man. He could be paid by the UFC to slander Cyborg. I mean, I don't doubt anything that the UFC does now. I just don't. If you tell me that it's possible, the UFC can probably make it happen. I don't doubt anything. I think in this situation, though, I think this guy, for some reason, man, he got it out for Cyborg, and he definitely don't like John Jones. But man, the guy wrote the article, and he explained everything that happened. But he wrote a title that was so misleading. Okay, he wrote a title that was very misleading to make you think that Cyborg has something to hide. Okay, like literally, man. He put that article out to make you think that Cyborg called the police because she was afraid to get tested. And that's the problem I have with the article. It was actually a very good written article. He wrote the article, I mean, great. He told everything that Cyborg said, but the title, see, this guy's salty, and Cyborg put it out there. She said, this guy mad because he couldn't write a diet book with me. So apparently this guy had been trying to get Cyborg to do a diet book with him, a book on diet nutrition. And Cyborg was like, nope. Okay, and now let me read what this Iron Kid. Okay, so this guy is going in on Cyborg. He's saying, oh, and Cyborg's boyfriend says he has a police report and might release it one day. Okay, so he's still going in. Apparently the hotel heard someone asking for urine and told the camp who called the cops, since the only people who do this are police. Wow, man. Wow. And then now he's saying it seems it was Cyborg's Thai training camp that called the cops, not her hotel, like she tweeted yesterday. So this guy, he started a media assault on Cris Cyborg. Okay. This guy has started an assault on Cris Cyborg, like literally, y'all. I mean, can you guys really explain that? George Page says a little penis dude who couldn't handle a lady like Cyborg. Who knows? But I tell you this, this guy, and you can't believe this guy, because I'm gonna tell you, he wrote the article to say one thing, but now all of a sudden you go to his Twitter timeline, so now he's changing his whole tune. Okay, hey fighters who follow me. Okay, he asked a question. He said, hey, fighters who follow me, do you commonly ask collection agents about their visa status when they turn up to collect your sample? Well, if it's somebody that you don't know, and if they don't have the right documentation, absolutely. And you know what? Fighters, they do that. If you, I mean, and let me tell you my experience with USADA, okay, when dealing with track athletes, because they test them. They go get you the same way. They don't matter what sport you're in. They're going to come test you. If they're looking for you, they come up to you, they identify themselves, they show you ID, and actually they're wearing a USADA tag on their shirts, most of them, or someone will pull it out. I mean, I've seen some USADA agents, they wear it on their shirt or their jacket, they have on a USADA jacket, and they show you their ID. Okay, they always do that, coach. They always say, coach, I'm looking for so-and-so. Do you see him? And I'm like, okay, who are you? Well, I'm with USADA, and I can see the shirt, but, I still ask. And I always ask, hey, do you have any identification? And they pull out the ID. There was one USADA agent. She came 2 years ago, and she said, well, I need to see an athlete. And I said, do you have your ID? She goes, oh, well, I don't have it. It's up in my car. I said, well, you need to go get it. I'm just saying, but you need to go get it. And that's what I did. They do, man. Deshino, I think there are plenty of Brazilian fighters, man, that they can't catch a break, man. They just can't. There's some other fighters that can't catch a break, like Randa Marcos. She not Brazilian. She can't catch a break. I mean, I got to put that out there. There are other fighters who can't catch a break. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Even Valentina with this last, man, it's crazy, man. And people say, yeah, but but see, and people had these theories about Valentina saying, well, the judges are just going to, take the fight from Amanda. Well, that didn't happen, did it? And it was a close fight. But this guy, let's get back on topic. I'm sorry, that's my fault. This guy, he's pretty much now he's changing his whole tune. Okay, Cyborg fans on Reddit are super mad for me for reporting facts. Well, what facts? I mean, does this guy have proof that it was somebody from Cyborg's camp? He said it was somebody from Team Phuket at Phuket Top Team. But if you got a miscellaneous dude who you don't recognize at first, and they say they're here to get a sample, okay, They can't provide you with any identification. They can't provide you with anything that actually identifies them as being from USADA. Okay, then what? And then too, okay, Cyborg eventually they actually gave the guy the sample. So what's the problem? And George Page, okay, George Page. Nobody talks about Jessica Penney getting popped. I mean, Lavelle, yeah. I mean, I've dealt with USADA. I've dealt with them for a little into 20 years, man. I mean, I've dealt with USADA and I know how they operate. They do the same thing. They will wait for hours. They wait for hours for athletes to show up where they're supposed to be. And sometimes you don't even know that they're going to be there that day. They know your routine. They come, they show up where you at. Okay. They show up to where you're going to be at. And then right there, they come and they ask you to go with them so you can give them a urine sample. That's what they do. Okay. TC, it was a subcontract that sometimes USADA will use other people to test when they can't get to that particular country. And USADA knew, so why was I mean they knew Cyborg was in Thailand. I mean, it's not like Cyborg, and if Cyborg really wanted to avoid these people, she would have just went over there and not told anybody she was there. But apparently they knew she was in Thailand. Why? Because she has no issues about being tested. She's the most tested MMA athlete on the planet right now. But guys, you really got to go to this guy's Twitter timeline, and apparently saying, wait a minute, he's apparently saying calling the cops on a person over their work visa is attempted to stop that person from working is irresponsible speculation. Okay. Okay. So he don't know who called the cops. So really, he's speculating. See, that's the thing, with some of these people, man. So he's speculating, but he's saying that Cris is speculating. How is this guy going to explain this? How is he going to explain this? Okay. How is he going to explain this? I mean, Lavelle, I've dealt with some of those agents, man. I've dealt with some of these agents, man, and they know nonsense. They not there to talk to you. They ain't there to be your friend. They want that sample and they got to go. And they will wait for as long as they can get there. They will wait. Yeah, some of the Cyborg fans now, if they going on his Twitter timeline, and I hope nobody's threatening him, because that's not cool either, man. I can understand you can expose them, and give facts, but if you're a Cyborg fan, you're just making everybody look bad because you're threatening. If you're threatening this dude, and I'm gonna see what he said about the Reddit fans. Let me see what he said. Okay, I'm on his Twitter timeline. Let me see what this guy said about these Reddit fans. Okay. Oh, okay. He just said that angry Reddit nerds are now stalking my Twitter and LinkedIn. This is hilarious. Who even remembered LinkedIn existed? I agree with that. Who agreed? LinkedIn. Hell, who uses that? Who uses that? Nobody uses LinkedIn anymore. Nobody uses that crap. Okay, nobody does. Yeah, man. They got so much to say about Cyborg, but cry when you turn their arguments against their favorite fighter. TJ, they do, man. But TJ, just on this channel alone, I mean, TJ, can you tell, man? Like, it's not even people listening to the videos, man. It's people that genuinely don't like Cyborg, and they can't stand my ass either because I just choose to not slander Cyborg. Now, I'll put it out there. I'll put it out there. This is my disclaimer. If Cris Cyborg comes up dirty, if she comes up hot, then I can't defend her to anybody else, to you nor me. I cannot do that. Okay? I can't defend Cyborg to anybody else if Cyborg comes hot again. I can't do it. Now, I will defend her now because she's not testing hot. She's not popping. So I'm good. We good. And I like to fight her. And I got so tired of just all these other outlets. They found it convenient to just, go in and slander this woman over and over and over, and people was okay with that. I wasn't okay with that. I'm sorry, I was not okay with that, and I'm not okay with it now. So that's why I make videos. And there's no doubt, yes, I'm biased. Okay, yes, I'm biased, very biased. Okay, but those USADA agents, they do. Yep. Yep. Okay, Lavelle and Lavelle Williams, he went and read. I mean, we all read it. Lavelle says, from what he read, Cyborg has released a statement and said that the hotel she was staying in called the police, who in tune apprehended the agent and then released him and allowed him to proceed. So Cris Cyborg gave the sample to the guy. Cris Cyborg gave gave the sample to the guy. See, I don't understand what the whole thing is. It's just this guy, Iron Kid, he tried to do whatever what he needed to do to try to make it seem like that Cris Cyborg was doing something suspicious. He tried to. Okay, he tried to, and it's like this guy done put out like 1,000,001 Twitter posts. Now he's complaining that people are stalking him on Reddit, but isn't this a form of stalking? Isn't he stalking Cris Cyborg? I mean, this guy got about what 22 Twitter posts on Cris Cyborg. 22. Okay, 22, y'all. 22. Like that's crazy. So it's okay for him to stalk Cyborg, but now he's upset that people are giving him a taste of his own medicine. I tell you, man, trolls. This guy just happens to be a troll. Okay. Somebody trying to call. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Hello. I'm doing good. What's going on? Okay. Hey, look here. I'm doing a podcast, but I'm gonna hit you back in about one, two. What time? I'm gonna hit you back in about 40 minutes. Okay. But you okay? Okay. Stay in school. Bye. Okay, folks. You got to check on your family. You got to check on family sometimes. They always want to call right during a video. Okay. Yeah, Lavelle. The same thing happened to Jose Aldo. It did. Yep. Karina Dam. She popped. Yep, Karina pop. That's another Brazilian, man. She pop, and to now I gotta say to these Brazilians, y'all can't, if guys like me gonna defend you, okay? If guys like me gonna defend you, it was one video. I forgot that other Brazilian. I made a video about her. She popped. If you're a Brazilian fighter and you watch my videos, and if I'm sitting here defending you, you gotta stay clean. Dang it, you gotta stay clean. Because I can't sit here and justify trying to defend you if you're going to pop. You got to give me ammunition. Hell, you got to stay clean. So I can come on here on this channel and say, you know what? No, this is not the same thing. This is not a Brazilian, okay? This is not the same Brazilian. No. These Brazilians are not all the same. See, I got to argue that narrative for you Brazilians. I have to do it, but you can't pop if I'm going to argue that narrative. And folks, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. Yeah, George, I got a heart. I care about my people. I care about my people, man. Man. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's some there. Lavelle said the agent is upset because he feel the sample could have been compromised because of the time he was at the police station to the time he was allowed to take the sample from Cris. Okay, and that that's a good point. That's an excellent point. It's almost like let me put it to you like this, okay? It's almost like this, okay? It's like somebody coming up to you. Let's say if you get pulled over, okay? Let's say if you get pulled over and it's a police officer in a blank vehicle, okay? And some there have been these stories now about guys perpetrating to be police officers. They'll pull over women and then they'll rape them because it's an unmarked car with a siren, and they can't never provide decent identification. But it's too late because when they ask for the identification, they got these women at gunpoint. Well, it's the same thing. It's almost like somebody coming up to you and they're trying to get a urine sample from you. They're trying, and from the time they held the guy, Cyborg couldn't have cleaned her blood out. I mean, you can't do it. It's not that easy to clear your blood out. It's not that easy. Like, you can't just do it. Like, your body's not going to just flush everything out of your bloodstream just because you hydrated to death or you take a masking agent. That stuff, it takes a little bit of time for that stuff to work. It's not going to work like an hour. After you do something, that's not how it works. Okay. That stuff, if you're taking, PEDs, that stuff got to be in your bloodstream for a long time. It's got to be in there at least a few weeks for the stuff to register. And then to clean it out, your body never completely gets it all out. Not right away. It will in time get it all out, but not right away. But, It's like somebody pulling up to you and she saw, look, who are you? You ain't got no identification. Are you really from USADA? Because I would find it hard to believe that, you know, she let everybody know she was going to Thailand. USADA knew she was there. So I can't see her trying to hide this fact that, you know what? Okay. Okay, good. You know, well, USADA, I'm not giving you a sample because, well, hell, I'm not giving you a sample. But she told them that they were there. Like, how are we going to explain this? Like, seriously, y'all, it's crazy. And TJ, I gotta agree with you, man. A lot of female bodybuilders in general, plenty of them, they've been popped, y'all. They've been popped, and more than just Brazilians. A lot of people been popped. Okay, so we can't just generalize that to just the Brazilian population. It's many bodybuilders, they've been popped. Denise Messino, yeah. Yeah, yeah, man. And I'm just looking at some of the comments, guys. I'm trying to keep you guys involved in the conversation. Let me see. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna read some of these and let me see what's going on. Oh man. Okay. I think I'm up to date. Good. Okay, dang boy. That's pretty good. I've been doing it. Okay. Let me see. Deshino. Okay, no offense, but Cyborg being friends with Gabby Garcia don't help her image. Just saying Gabby is definitely a dirty fighter in her tactics and probably on some sort of pay. Okay. Now I'm a look at that, and you got some points. You have some points there, Deshino. You got a lot of points. But just like I said with Holly Holm, see, I could have an opinion. I could say, well, I think Holly's on steroids. I could say that, but that's not a fact. That's an opinion. Gabby Garcia, has she been popped yet for steroids? I mean, that's what I really have to understand. Has Gabby Garcia been popped? I mean, has she? And if she hasn't, well, we got to dispel this notion that she is, because technically she hasn't been. Now, can we say, dang it, Gabby looks like she on steroids? Absolutely. I'm not a Gabby Garcia fan. She's a dirty fighter. I'll say that right now. You know, if Cyborg even asked me, do you like Gabby? No. I mean, she's a dirty fighter. I mean, I really, no, she real dirty. But if she haven't been popped yet, I can't just assume that she is. I can speculate that I think that she is, okay? I mean, I can assume, but if she's never been popped, then I can't say it as a fact. But TJ, I can speculate just like I can say that. I can think that because I think that she is, but it's not a fact. Just like I could think that Holly Holm is, but it's not a fact. Okay? That's just how it is. Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás, Cris? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás, mujer de inteligente? Oh, la la, la 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 la. Okay, Jeannie said Gabby is either a man or on some mini steroids. She's becoming one. I'm not trying to be mean. It's a scientific fact. Well, you know, I don't know. She could be. She very well could be. I'm not going to argue with you and say she's not. I'm just saying factually, it has not been proven. Okay? Hadn't been proven. So who knows if Gabby Garcia is using roids? Just like we don't know if, you know, just like we don't know really if Holly Holm on roids. We don't know. I mean, a lot of people have speculated about Holly Holm because when she was taking supplements from that company, or I'm sorry, she wasn't taking the supplements, but she was being sponsored by a company that's been known to have people test positive. You know, people said that they thought she was on roids, but you know, it's not a fact. You know, and unfortunately, you know, when we're talking, you know, a debate or anything, a debate can't be won on opinion, only facts. And it's not a fact that Gabby Garcia has been on steroids, even though I would love to, you know, have her tested and see, but it's not a fact that Holly Holm is on steroids. After all that, it's just not a fact right now. Okay? And people definitely don't want to talk about Jessica Penne. I mean, people, they can't see. The difference is, it's a fact. Jessica Penne may not look like she on steroids, but the fact is, Jessica Penne ass got popped. That's just how that is. I mean, you know, we can accuse, but Lavelle is right. Lavelle is right. If the person had been popped, we can't technically sit here and say that they're on steroids, y'all. We can't do this. We can't. But TJ, that's an opinion. It's an opinion because there's nothing substantiated about that statement that Gabby is on some next generation peds. There's nothing substantial. That's why I've never made a video saying Gabby's roided up. I've never said that. I mean, now I'll tell you, Gabby Garcia is a dirty fighter, very, very dirty. But I'm not gonna make a video saying that she on steroids because that's not a fact. It's not a fact. That's just how it is. That's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. That's just how that is. Okay. You know, how you gonna explain this? I mean, you know, I got to say everything. Okay. All right, Kalisa Unlimited. I don't believe Holly's on steroids. What I'm saying is she was before coming to the UFC or before USADA was in place. You see, Kalisa, that, I mean, that's a fair assessment, but it's not fact because we don't know if she was on steroids before she came to the UFC. We don't know. Unless the person has tested positive for any kind of performance enhancing drug, we cannot sit here and say that, well, they really were on steroids. No, we can't. We just can't. Well, you can, but I can't do that. Okay. That's not how I roll. I mean, I can't roll like that. Okay. I mean, we just can't. And a lot of us don't like, a lot of y'all on this channel don't like Gabby Garcia. A lot of y'all don't. I mean, I just particularly don't like the dirty tactics, but you know, we got to separate one from the other. Is she a dirty fighter? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. She's a dirty fighter, dirty as hell. But is she on peds? I have to say no. Evidence, evidence, evidence. That's what it is. Okay, Max Coffin. Okay, what's up? This is my boy Max Coffin, man. Thanks for definitely supporting the channel, man. Cyborg still provided a sample. If she's dirty, she will pop. Maybe there's nothing to this, and it's just more anti-Cyborg rhetoric. Cyborg needs an apology if the sample comes out clean. Yeah, she will need an apology. I agree with that, Max. But if Cyborg pops, guess what? You know, me personally, I can't come on and say, well, dang, I'm gonna defend Cyborg to the end. No, I can't do that. I may still say she's a great fighter, but if somebody come on and say, you know, she's a cheater, then I wouldn't be able to deny that because she's did it in the past. Then, guys, these are facts. Fact is, Cris Cyborg has doped in the past. Fact is, you know, it's been 7 years later, 6 years later, she hadn't tested positive again. That's a fact. So right now, she's clean. And excuse me. Oh, fanboys. Fanboys in the room. And no, they not. I'm just playing. But she hasn't tested positive again. And I'm one of those people. I'm one to give somebody a second chance. You know, I'm one to give somebody a second chance. Even Jessica Penne, who tested positive in the fight against Danielle Taylor. I'm willing. You look, Jessica Penne gets another chance. The plate is wiped clean. But when people try to tell me that they don't like cheaters, but they don't want to talk about Jessica Penne, well, I got a problem with that. I got a problem when people say that I don't want to talk about Ashley Evans Smith because she's not popular, but she is popular. Ashley Evans Smith was the first person to beat Fallon Fox, the transgender who was fighting women. Okay. Ashley Evans Smith is very popular. She is popular. Okay. So I'm not trying to hear that they're not popular enough. That don't make it right. It's still, even if they ain't popular, that don't make it right, y'all. It don't. It don't. Max, I hope Cyborg is not using again. I hope she isn't, okay? And I pray that she's not, because I will come on here like a man. I will come on here like a man, and I will definitely come out. I'll make my video. It'll be painful to do, but I'll do it. I'll do it because I did it before when I thought she popped, and when the evidence came. And that's why now, too, I've waited, you know, and I'm getting better at a lot of different things that I do here. But I've waited, you know, I'm beginning to wait till all the evidence comes in, okay? I am. I'm getting to wait to the evidence. Like with the Courtney Casey situation, people got mad at me, but you know, the initial statement says she popped, and so you know, I made a video, but then I went back and I retracted. I made a retraction because she was exonerated. That's all I needed. Okay. Okay. PCB age 167. Hey, coach. I've read posts that say when you take steroids, you keep those gains permanently. Do you think that's true? I think that I think people say that. I think people say it, and I think maybe they blow it out of context. I think people blow it out of context. I don't think with steroids you have to be real careful. Like you have to, you can't just take them and then all of a sudden you get some new superpowers. You know, you got to actually work out. You got to work out. And Cris Cyborg, she damn sure not as big as she was back in 2011. Okay, you can put the photos side by side. I don't think I think that she's been taking like a lot of other like creatine, which is legal. You know, she's probably been taking supplements like that. And those supplements you can get gains. I don't know. Like I have to talk. You have to talk to somebody like a person that understands, you know, muscular tissue. Like, did they take a sample out of a person's muscle tissue that they used steroids back in the day, and did they still find traces of steroids in the muscle after 6 or 7 years? See, we would have to go real deep into this whole thing we would have to go on a molecular level. We would have to go on a molecular level. Okay? Like, why don't somebody do like a muscle biopsy on Cyborg to see if there are steroids still present in her muscles? Like, has anybody done that? I mean, we can have all these theories that all these doctors they say, but have they actually took a biopsy on the muscle? Have they took a sample of a muscle tissue from Cyborg, checked it, put it in a microscope to see if there's steroids still within her muscles? I mean, folks, blood test, blood test, very extremist blood test can tell you if steroids are still in your blood. I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. I don't think Cyborg has any of the gains because she's small. She is small. That girl ain't buffed the way she was back in the day. Back in 2011, like 2009, 010, 011, man, Cyborg was, I mean, she was stacked with muscle. Not this version. Sorry. Let me catch up on some of these comments, okay? TC, Lala says she take on Gabby, but she was using a brick for her. Okay. Let me see what Lavelle. All right, Lavelle, boy. I'm going to call Lavelle Mr. Controversy, boy. Man, I love when Lavelle is in the chat room, boy. It's never boring with Lavelle Williams, y'all. Shout out to my boy Lavelle. I'm gonna keep shouting him out. I don't care if I even disagree with the man. I got to shout him out, man. I got love for this brother. PCBH 167. Nobody ever said Ronda was on anything, and I've never heard that, man. Stop it. Nice try. Oh hell. Which one of y'all talked about Ronda? Are you serious? Ronda Rousey not even in the title, y'all. Don't get this man started. Don't get this man started. What the? Come on. Come on now. I mean, I've never heard Ronda Rousey in any conversation of steroid use, so we're going to shut that down. Okay. TJ said people have said that about Ronda, but they said it. Yeah, you know what? They've said it about a lot of fighters. You know what? Would it surprise me if any fighter got popped? No. I mean, people acting like they surprised when a fighter get popped. Are y'all really surprised? Are y'all really surprised? What the hell? If Ronda did get popped, okay? If she did get popped, y'all, if Ronda Rousey got popped, would anybody be surprised? If Miesha Tate got popped, would you be surprised? If Daniel Cormier got popped, would you be surprised? Okay? If any fighter popped, guys, we can't be surprised if they popped. Because steroid use and peg use in MMA is going rampant. You can't be surprised. You know what? I would talk about it for about a day or two, and I'd be like, okay, all right, that's it. That's it. I wouldn't, TJ, to be honest, you know, I wouldn't care, but then, you know, I would care. Like, if both people were popped in the same matchup, I wouldn't care, because it's sort of like on a level playing field. But if you got somebody who owns steroids and somebody who don't use steroids, and they're you in the octagon with them, okay, that's no, man, that's ridiculous, because you're putting that other person's life in danger. Okay, that's what you're doing. You're putting everybody's life in danger. And you know, in 2011, I made videos, man. I ain't make a video in 2011, but I didn't like the fact in 2011 that Cyborg was going in there and she was using and putting everybody else at risk. No, I didn't like that. I mean, should she be forgiven for that? Absolutely. Okay, just like people forgave Brock Lesnar. Boy, they forgave Brock Lesnar quick. People forgave Frank Shamrock. Okay, people's being, all these guys got forgiven. So I think the same thing applies to Cris Cyborg. That's just my opinion. Okay. All right. Lavelle said, now Lavelle probably would know this. Okay, Lavelle works out. Okay, Lavelle works out. It's not that steroid stays in your system for years. That isn't the case. What people are talking about is the strength advantage that you gain from it. That's what Kat was talking about. Okay, probably. You probably. I don't know. Does Cyborg still look as strong as she did back in 2011? I don't know. It just don't. She don't look like it. She don't look like she's that strong anymore. She looks like. I mean, she looks faster, but I don't know. She looks so much smaller, man. Her muscle mass is like it's gone. I mean, she literally look like she be drawn in a lot. Cyborg can pass for one of them zombies, man, on damn The Walking Dead, man, sometimes. Because she got to lose her muscle mass ain't there. It's not there. Do you think John Jones on steroids his whole career? Probably. Probably, y'all. John Jones probably was. Hell, they all probably are, man. I'm just saying they all probably are. I mean, like, if you're going to talk, we talk steroids. I mean, Julia Budd. Look at Julia Budd ass. Look at Liz Carmouche. Like, it's like, okay, have they been popped yet? No. I mean, can we speculate? Maybe. Okay. Maybe we could speculate. Maybe we could say, well, they might be. It's not true. Now, would I be surprised if Liz Carmouche or Julia Budd got popped? No, I wouldn't be shocked at all. Hell, that wouldn't shock me. That wouldn't shock me at all. Would I be surprised if Gabby Garcia got popped? Hell no. No, that would not shock me in the least if Gabby Garcia got popped. I mean, it is what it is, y'all. It is what they look like they could be on steroids, but they've never been tested positive for being on steroids. Okay. And you guys you got to understand where I'm going with that. Okay. You have to understand because we can't magically say that, some people, okay. We just can't say that some people, are on steroids just because, well, whatever, we don't like them or they don't look. No, we can't say that. We can't say that. Okay. We just can't. But you guys know what it is. You guys know what it is. Okay. You guys all know what it is. Liz has good muscle development. Yeah, she sure does. Okay, I agree with Lavelle. I think it gives you advantages. I believe that, And me and Lavelle, we 50-50. We agree on half the stuff, and Lavelle will cuss you out on the other half. Don't get him mad. Don't get him mad. No, I'm just playing. That's my boy. Claudia needs to take at least 6 months off. She's my favorite fighter, but I'm not going to get my feelings in it about it. She got her ass whooped. Yeah, she did. Claudia. God, I want to talk about Claudia so bad in this podcast, but I'm going to stay on point. Okay, I'm going to stay on point. Okay, let's talk about Antonina Shevchenko. Okay, Antonina Shevchenko. Man. So the future for Antonina Shevchenko looks bright. Boy, I was so excited to see Antonina. I was so excited to see Antonina Shevchenko in an MMA bout. Do you guys understand what this means? Do you guys understand what this means? I told y'all Pavel had a plan. I told y'all that Pavel Fedotov has a plan, y'all. I tried to tell y'all this. But nobody wanted to listen. Everybody wanted to be mad and get all upset because I said Pavel had a plan. Pavel does have a plan. Folks, Pavel Fedotov has a plan. I was impressed with Antonina. And to be honest, I'm interviewing the girl who Antonina beat. I'm actually interviewing her on Saturday just to get her thoughts on the fight, because she works hard, man. The girl can fight. Yeah, Lavelle, look, let me read this from Lavelle Williams. Now, okay, Lavelle does not like Cyborg. Let me tell y'all, but listen to what he said. Cris is anything into proven guilty, and people need to stop it. Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity dog. Listen. Lavelle, let's drop the mic. I'm dropping the mic right now. Drop the mic, y'all. I'm done. We ain't talking about no more Cyborg. Lavelle gonna end it up right there. That's it. We done with Cyborg talk. Okay, Lavelle, drop the mic. We dropped the mic, Lavelle. I'm done. Rest of y'all, cool it. Man. My dude Lavelle. Hot almighty. All right, y'all. But guys, here go to real though. Antonina Shevchenko, man. I think, yeah, TJ, I think Antonina, she's very Muay Thai heavy right now. Like the Muay Thai is still in her system. And you can kind of tell, man, that she was fighting like she did in Muay Thai. And at first she was real tense. She was very tight. She was trying to, I guess, kind of fill out an MMA matchup because even, she trains that and trains it. It's like when you don't do something for a long time, even when you train it, but you actually get into the situation, sometimes your muscle memory, you're still thinking about what you used to do. And Antonina, still thinking about Muay Thai when she was in that octagon. And good, luckily, they paired her up against another Muay Thai fighter, that they're not going to think ground first, which I thought was good. Whoever the matchmaker was with that fight, they did a good job of pairing Antonina up with somebody who was a little bit more like her. And I think that we need to bring Antonina along. I think that's what they need to do, bring her along. Put in more matchups. I don't think she's ready to go fight for a UFC title right now. No, not right now. But, give Antonina 3 or 4 more fights, Give Antonina 3 or 4 more fights. I mean, let her, do a lot of stuff, let her continue to work on her ground game, her grappling. Just let her continue to do these things. And eventually, she's going to be going up that ladder in the bantamweight division. Because Antonina is a big bantamweight. She's a very, very big bantamweight, okay? And so she's going to be able to do some things in there that Valentina couldn't do, like when having the size advantage. And this is no disrespect to Valentina. No disrespect to Valentina. I felt like Valentina definitely had a size disadvantage in that group. But she held her own against those bigger fighters. She held her own against those bigger fighters. Antonina, her BJJ, her and Valentina, they're more judo based. But they do know BJJ. They have a good ground game. But I agree. I think Antonina definitely needs to, take a couple of more fights like this, and really, really get that octagon feel. Because when you've been kickboxing and Muay Thai, man, I'm telling you, it's a whole different scenario, man. When you try to get into the octagon, it just is, And she rolled with Valentina. She rolled with Valentina all the time. But I can still see like she was still like Muay Thai heavy. You can see she was still, and she even, it's kind of crazy. She did like a Muay Thai stance, which I was like, whoa, okay. But Antonina went in, man, and Anissa, she fought a tough fight. And guys, I'm actually going to be interviewing Anissa. I'm going to be interviewing her on Saturday. She fought Anissa, man. Anissa, she got hurt in that fight, and her face, whoa, man. It like, the girl put a golf ball in her cheekbone, man. Like that's how bad that Anissa got messed up. But Anissa though, it's a good opponent. That girl is a high level striker. Especially in Muay Thai. Anissa Hadaway, a very, very high level striker. So Antonina beat a high level striker. So that's the really great thing about the matchup. Okay, they didn't put Antonina in there with a bum. This girl wasn't a bum. And some people, if they're Shevchenko detractors, they're gonna say, "Well, that girl who Antonina fought, that was a bum." No, that girl wasn't a bum. That's a high level striker. Okay, a very, very high level striker, extremely high level. And Antonina really made easy work. And I hate to put it like that. I really do. Okay, but Antonina made that girl. I mean, the girl couldn't get her shots off. She couldn't land any clean, effective strikes on Antonina. And it's like Antonina made it look very, very easy, like she did. Antonina versus Jermaine Durandame, yeah, it'll be a stand-up war. Jermaine Durandame has the great equalizer, okay? And we can talk about Jermaine because somebody mentioned Antonina versus Jermaine. So I'm gonna stay on my goal. I'm gonna stay on program. I ain't gonna get off topic. Um, Antonina and Jermaine would be a stand-up battle. It really would. There are two things. One, um, I think Antonina Shevchenko have the more technical. I think she's got the technical advantage over Jermaine. I think Jermaine has the power. And Jermaine, that right hand of Jermaine Durandame, if she can land that properly, man, she can hurt you with that right hand. Like it's no joke. Okay. That right hand of Jermaine Durandame is no joke. And you get caught with that, it's a wrap. And I think Jermaine got the power to keep Antonina off her because Antonina like to come forward. Okay. See, that's one difference about her and Valentina. Antonina will mix it up. Like Antonina will sit back, she'll counterpunch for a minute. And if she realizes that you're not throwing any punches, then Antonina is going to come forward and she's going to seek you out. That's Antonina's style. That's what she does. She's more aggressive. She's very aggressive. And I think that it'll be a stand-up battle. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight, Antonina versus Jermaine Durandame. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing that battle. I think Antonina possessed more of the ground game, though. She's better on the ground than Jermaine. Jermaine is not very good on the ground. I mean, if we really look at it, Jermaine Durandame is not good on the ground. It's just how it is. Okay. TJ says, if and when Antonina fights Amanda, I'm betting Amanda wins by split decision. You know what? It could be, man. It could be. It's gonna be a tight fight, man. It'll be a tight fight. And Antonina, out of the two sisters, okay. And I've said this. I think Antonina, to me, now my opinion, okay. I think Antonina is probably the more skilled of the two. Okay, I think Antonina's the more. They're both skilled. They're both very good martial artists in their own right. I think Antonina, to me, is the more skilled out of the two. I think she's a bit more. See, Valentina's like a sniper rifle. Antonina is like a damn machine gun. Okay, like Antonina's like a machine gun, and she's not. Antonina is going to come. She's like, okay, you guys are talking like the Amanda Nunes if she when she fights, when and if she fights Amanda. Antonina is going to. She's going to come forward. She's going to come forward. She might stand a little bit and try to counterpunch for a while to see what Amanda's going to do. But as soon as Antonina figures out that Amanda isn't coming forward, because trust me, Amanda Nunes, she's not going to be able to come forward on Antonina. It's not going to work. Like, you notice how like Amanda can go in there and Amanda will go in there and give somebody the work. I'm talking about give them that business, okay? I'm talking about Amanda Nunes will give you that work straight up. But you notice against Valentina, she couldn't do that. She couldn't do that because people can say Valentina don't have any punching power. They can say Antonina don't have punching power. But when they get hit by those counter right hands, notice they don't walk through them. They stop. They stop dead in their tracks and they back up. I'm just saying. Amanda Nunes is going to fight a very tactical fight against an Antonina. But Amanda Nunes will completely go in there and try to decimate everybody else. But against Antonina, And I think Antonina is more aggressive than Valentina. She's going to probably more than likely engage Amanda Nunes in a stand-up battle. So what's going to happen? Yeah, Amanda and Kat. Yeah, you know what? If Amanda Nunes, George Page, can avenge that loss, you know what? Let me stay on topic. Sorry about that. Antonina, I don't know. You know, I think give Antonina a couple of fights. Give her a couple of fights because you got to understand she's been training with Valentina. They train. They train together. They spar all the time. They roll together. Okay, I'm just saying. I think Antonina will go in there, and that fight that's going to be an awfully damn close fight. And Antonina got the size. She got so Amanda won't be able to bully Antonina around. Antonina is a big. I mean, she's strong, man. It's going to be hard. I'm not saying that Antonina will go in there and just completely beat Amanda Nunes. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that Amanda Nunes is going to have a tougher time because of the size differential. So you got to understand, Valentina is really a natural flyweight. Antonina is a big bantamweight. Trust me. Okay. And TJ, maybe on another podcast, we'll talk about Amanda. You know, the next one, TJ, you know, probably even tomorrow night, man, I get on and we'll talk about Amanda Nunes' legacy, her resume, and we'll talk about Amanda Nunes pound for pound. We'll do that tomorrow night, okay? Guaranteed. But anyway, let's continue. So let's talk about Holly Holm's Twitter account, okay? Holly Holm on her Twitter account, and I'm gonna read this to y'all. And somebody keep posting videos, my videos on Holly Holm Twitter account. Boy, I guess everybody trying to get Holly to know that I done made some videos. I mean, what the heck, man? So what? Holly Holm probably don't care. She don't care nothing about what Coach Shelton Harrison doing. She cares less. Holly don't care about me. Okay, look. So Holly Holm on her Twitter account, I'm just telling y'all, this is what it says. And you can go, because I know some of y'all, you ain't gonna believe it. But Holly Holm is retweeting posts that Cris Cyborg has put out there. Holly Holm is retweeting posts that Cris Cyborg has put out there. Cris Cyborg put up a post that said, is this fight getting set to be announced by the UFC for UFC 219? Lavelle, didn't I tell you that these two was in on this? This is the proof right here. This is the proof right here, Lavelle. The proof is right here, right now. This is it. Because Holly, they're retweeting posts by Cris Cyborg. They're retweeting these posts, Lavelle. And let me tell you something, man. I think these guys, they were in on this. And from the get-go, I told y'all this was going to come out. And I knew something told me that these two, they gonna dupe us. And we're going to watch the fight. We all going to watch it now. And I'm going to pay for it. but they're going to make a buttload of money. I told you these two was friends. I knew they were friends. I said, Coach, I'm talking to myself now. Coach, are they friends? And I told myself, yeah. I said this. I tried to tell y'all. How was Holly Holm gonna explain this one? How was Winklejohn gonna explain this one? Do you want to know how Winklejohn is gonna explain this? Do you guys know how? Winklejohn is gonna say, I always believe in Holly. I believe in Holly. I know Holly can get the job done. He's gonna be laughing all the way to the bank when Winklejohn probably makes a cool $500,000 off of this fight because he's gonna get his 10%. Well, no, he won't make a $500,000. Yeah, he might. Winklejohn could probably stand to make a $500,000. I think Holly Holm will get about a $5 million payday for this. Now, you know what? Okay, maybe $2 million. Let's go $2 million, okay? Maybe Holly will get $2 million. Maybe Cris will get $1 million, okay? $750K, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And that's a good retirement package, TC, for Holly Holm. Oh, that's a great retirement package. And then plus pay-per-view points, yep, they'll get about $2 million. They'll probably get close to $2 million on the pay-per-views. Okay? I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm just trying to tell y'all that, guys, that's just the way that is. They tried. I told you. I was on this. I was on this one, Lavelle. I was on this the whole time. I called this out. I called it out. I said they're going to try to get some money out of us. And we're going to buy it. We're going to buy this fight. You know you're going to buy the fight. You know, you can say, I don't like Dana White bald-headed ass. I know you can say that all you want to, Jeannie. But guess what? Guess what, Jeannie? You're going to watch the fight. You're going to watch the fight because the intrigue is there. Like, will Holly Holm really get wrecked by Cyborg? Or will Holly Holm land that famous head kick to knock Cyborg out? You going to buy the fight. Believe that. You watching that fight. How you going to explain that? Yeah. Hot diggity dog. Told y'all, I knew these two was in on this. I knew they was. And now I got the proof. Now I got the proof, baby. It's right here. And see, you know, Holly Holm retweeted, you know, again, you know, Cyborg putting this fight out. A lot of stuff retweeted. Even some of the comments that people getting on Holly. It's like, hey, wait a minute. This guy subbed to my channel. Andreas Beauregard. He said, so when Holly Holm fights girls in 135, do you think they say the same thing about her? Because she's the biggest in the 135-pound division. Yeah, Holly is a big 135-pounder. She big. She really is. I wouldn't mind seeing Antonina versus Holly. I wouldn't mind seeing that fight. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, man, they in on this. Trust me. They in on this. The fix is in. The fix is in. The fix is in. Holly, we got you. We got you now, Holly. We got you and Mike Winklejohn. The reason why Mike Winklejohn made those statements about Holly Holm, the reason why he did this, he knew what was going on. Mike Winklejohn is going to play the role of the big mouth. Holly Holm has taken on the role of the villain. I guarantee you, Mike Winklejohn, hey, somebody go to Mike Winklejohn Twitter timeline and see what he's talking about. I guarantee you Winklejohn is going to play the role of the villain. Cris Cyborg will play the role of a villain. But people are going to hate. No, people are going to love Mike Winklejohn. Okay? They're going to love Mike Winklejohn. The reason why they're going to love Mike Winklejohn is because Winklejohn is the coach of the preacher's daughter. So Mike Winklejohn can come on here and he's going to talk all the junk that he needs to about Holly Holm. I'm on Mike Winklejohn timeline. I'm going to tell you what, though. Now, this picture that Mike Winklejohn got of Holly Holm, I love it. Her fist on fire. Now, Mike Winklejohn, I got to give him props for that. I got to give Winklejohn some props for this picture. Go to Mike Winklejohn's Twitter timeline right now. I want y'all to see this photograph he got of Holly Holm. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, I love it. Let me see what Mike Winklejohn's saying about this fight, though. Let me see what he says. Let me see Winklejohn. Oh, dang. Dang. Hey, I'm wrong. Winklejohn has said nothing on Twitter. But I like that. But I like that photograph. I like that photograph, y'all. Mike Winklejohn got a flaming photograph of Holly Holm. Damn. Damn, that's good. Wow. Well, y'all, now y'all know the truth, don't you? Now all of y'all know the truth. We know the truth behind this Holly Holm versus Cris Cyborg fight. We know what's going down. This fight's going to happen. This fight's going to happen. This fight is going to happen. Lala, the fight's going to happen, okay? Don't be a Debbie Downer, Lala. Don't be a negative Nancy, Lala. Okay, the fight is going to happen, okay? Let the coach mess with the comment section now. Let's see. Let the coach mess with the comment section. Let's see. Who can I pick on today? Lala, we know you watching the fight. We know you watching the fight. Stay, know your level. I'm just playing, Lala. PCB, okay, PCBH. Want to see Holly would do better against Nunes and Cyborg. Probably, I think if Holly fought Nunes, yeah, she'd probably do a better job. I still think Nunes beats her. If I was Holly, I wouldn't fight Cyborg for less than $1 million. I wouldn't either. I mean, that's a hell of a butt whooping to take. Like, that's a hell of a butt whooping to take. And I believe that Dana White's going to make this fight, y'all. The evidence is all pointing to this, guys. Dana White, him and his bald head and all of his escapades, and Mr. Clean is the man, Dana White. Behind that shine, is it clean or is it the sun? I know y'all like that. I know y'all don't like that, but that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to sing it anyway. Oh, man. It's going down, though. It's going down. Holly Holm versus Cris Cyborg. Okay, guys, we got about 13 more minutes left. Okay, now I set the podcast to last 1 hour and 15 minutes, and I'm gonna stay on time. 13 minutes left, guys. All right, what do you want to talk about now in the comment section? I've exhausted all my things there. What do you guys want to talk about right now? What do we speak on? I'm gonna leave it up to y'all. I sang a little song for y'all. I would sing a song for y'all. Somebody will tell me. What do you guys? We got about 13 minutes, okay? 13 more minutes left, and we can, definitely make this thing happen. Let me play the Coach Shelton Harrison theme song. Okay, what are we talking about? Let me see. Cyborg will crush Holly if I was Holly. Yep. Order a good CBD oil after the fight. Yeah, man. That CBD oil works wonders, man. I need to go take some myself. Yeah, pay-per-view. Probably about one more. Okay. X said, let's talk about what is next for Claudia Gadelha. Well, I think for Claudia Gadelha, she's definitely going down in the rankings. And I think the UFC fighter rankings will not be out until Monday. Let me take a look. I will pull them up right now. The UFC fighter rankings, what do they say about Claudia Gadelha? Because, boy, she took a butt whipping. Okay, here go the fights that they would probably want to make, okay? Rose Namajunas will be fighting for the title, okay? So Rose is out, okay? Jessica Andrade will probably move up to number 2, okay? Karolina Kowalkiewicz will probably go down to number 3. So Claudia Gadelha probably will be fighting Tecia Torres or Michelle Waterson. That's it. She'll be fighting Tecia Torres or Michelle Waterson. I'm probably sure. Okay, I think that's probably what it is. Yeah, Claudia got beat down, man. This wasn't even. Claudia. Claudia was doing good in the fight at first. She was, and then she tried to get into this takedown war when she realized that Jessica Andrade got the better of her during the takedowns. Okay. She got the better of her during the takedowns, and Claudia had to prove that she was a better BJJ skill specialist than Jessica Andrade, which I thought was stupid. It was really a dumb game plan. This girl didn't think. Claudia didn't think, man. She really, she fought a dumb fight. And I know if she's looking at the video again or watching herself fight, she would have to be like, I did fight a stupid fight. Like, guys, it really was a dumb fight. The way she fought was so dumb. And she could have actually won the fight if she would have been conservative like she started out. Okay, catching Jessica Andrade on the way in. And see, Jessica wore on her. You know, Jessica stayed in her face. Like Jessica stayed in her face. Okay? I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Claudia, you know, she could have conserved her energy. Like, you know what I would have did if I were Claudia? I would have got off the first few rounds. I would have clinched Jessica Andrade. I would have hit Jessica Andrade in the clinch to conserve energy. I would have separated. Then I would have let Jessica Andrade come in again, caught Jessica with a couple of more shots, then got on the cage again, clinch with Jessica Andrade, not try for a takedown, just clinch, conserve energy, separate again, and repeat the process. That's all she needed to do. But I think Tisha Torres or Michelle Watterson, that's probably going to be who Claudia Gadelha gets a shot at. Like for real. She beat Karolina Kowalkiewicz. I don't know. You know, I think that, you know, it's good. It's good, but you know, I don't want to see her fight Karolina Kowalkiewicz again. I really care not to, because they already had that fight. I want to see them fight other people. You know, yeah. Claudia need to be working on her. You know, Claudia need to. Now, Andrade called out Karolina Kowalkiewicz. Okay, that fight may actually play. I'm not going to count out Andrade anymore. But that fight probably may play into Karolina Kowalkiewicz's style, because if you fight Jessica Andrade, the threat of you being submitted is not there. You know, Jessica Andrade, the thought of you being submitted, I don't think that's going to be there. I mean, because she never tried to submit Joanna Jędrzejczyk. She could have, but yeah, well, and you know, Jessica Andrade, understand, you know, she know how to do submissions. Jessica Andrade know how to submit, but that's just part of her game that she's not really. She don't really like to do them that often, you know. Jessica Andrade would just love to go in there and just beat. She like to beat the hell out of you. That's what she want to do. This girl don't want to submit. Jessica just want to beat you up. That's it. You know, that's how it is. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But if she fought Karolina Kowalkiewicz, that fight going to the distance, and that fight, that's a good fight. Because Karolina Kowalkiewicz, she just keeps coming. But we know what Carolina's kryptonite is, though. We know what her kryptonite is. We know that Carolina's kryptonite is the submission game now. We know it because Claudia exposed that. Claudia exposed Karolina Kowalkiewicz. That's what she did. Claudia versus Cynthia Calvillo. That would be a great matchup. Okay. That'll be a great matchup. With Cynthia Calvillo be able to handle, you know what? With Cynthia Calvillo be able to handle Jessica Andrade, the offense, the onslaught. Is Cynthia Calvillo better on the ground than Claudia Gadelha? See, we don't know. Cynthia Calvillo is good on the ground. She's good on the ground, but I don't know, man. This is one fight that I think Cynthia Calvillo, if she can't get this fight to the ground, it's a wrap. Because Jessica Andrade is going to swarm the crap out of you. She's going to swarm you. She's going to stay in your face. She's going to stay in your face the entire time. And don't forget, y'all hit that like button, because you know we got the Coach Shelton Harrison haters, boy. They always come to the channel, but they dare not speak. They dare not speak because. But anyway, folks, it is what it is. You know, we got about 7 more minutes to the podcast is going to be concluded. This has been a good podcast, y'all. I've really enjoyed talking to y'all. And styles do make fights. JoJo Calderwood saying Andrade is on roids. And JoJo Calderwood was the one who got her ass whooped by Cynthia Calvillo. That's the same JoJo Calderwood who said that, you know, she was going to come in there and she was going to beat up she was going to beat up Cynthia. She was going to kick Cynthia. She said she was going to whoop Cynthia ass. What happened to JoJo Calderwood? Where that ass whooping, JoJo? Where is that ass whooping that you said that was coming to Cynthia Calvillo? X-Man, you right. Nobody gave Andrade a chance. Me either. I didn't think she could pull it off, but she did. That's the thing about this whole, it's the beauty of this, man. It's MMA, you know? It's MMA. Mary Farderson, Lavelle Williams, Valentina fought the champion, though. Why would she go down and rank up to her? Well, Mary, I can answer that one. Because they have to move her down. They may even move her down a spot but they're going to do that. So in the rankings, to make them make sense, they want to justify the number 2 person getting a title shot or the number 2 person moving up to the number 1 position to get the title shot. That's what they'll do. Let's say Claudia got beat by the number 4 fighter and she's the number 1 fighter, so she's definitely going to move. Absolutely. She's going to move. She is going to move. Do I like UFC 217? Crap. Who's fighting in there? I ain't paid much attention to UFC 217. There's been so much stuff going on, but let me do it. We got 5 minutes on the podcast. Let me see who's in the fight card for UFC 217, and I will tell you. I'm going to tell you. Let me stop singing, though, because my singing sucks. Hey, but I can rap. Oh, yeah, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. This is the one. But dang, this card ain't going to get here to November. How the hell is the UFC going to explain this one? Guess we got to wait, y'all. Guess we got to wait. We have to wait. Yeah. Yeah, we got to wait. Oh, well. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Rose and Joanna, they're going to put on a show, but I got Joanna Jędrzejczyk winning the fight. I got Joanna winning. So many people trying to dethrone Joanna Jędrzejczyk, but, you know, nobody's been able to do it. If anybody who can do it, though, I think Rose has a chance. I'm not going to count on Rose. I mean, she got a chance, and Rose is evolving. But Rose is going to have to be completely perfect that night. Like, literally, Rose Namajunas is going to have to be perfect that night, okay? If she make any mistakes against Joanna Jędrzejczyk, it's a wrap. And Rose going to need everything. Rose is going to need everything she got to get this win. Because Joanna Jędrzejczyk, she's not going to miss a beat, and she's not going to make a mistake. That's coming from a Joanna Jędrzejczyk detractor, from a guy that don't like Joanna Jędrzejczyk. But I got to speak the real truth on here, guys. I got to speak the whole truth. I can't sit in here and lie to y'all and tell y'all because I'm not a fan of the girl that the girl can't fight. Joanna Jędrzejczyk be whooping people ass in there. Okay? Did you see what Joanna Jędrzejczyk did to Jessica Andrade? I'm talking about she didn't just beat Jessica Andrade. She beat the hell out of Jessica Andrade. Okay? She beat the hell out of Jessica Andrade. I'm talking about literally she whooped Jessica so bad. Jessica had a mullet on her head. I mean, she slapped the mullet on the other side of Jessica's head. That's how bad she whooped Jessica's ass. See you later. See you later, Lakeisha. That's my family. What up, Lakeisha? What up? I wish you and your boy could have been in here. I wish you and King could have been in here. When y'all see Keisha and King, when they be arguing, it'd be funny. That's funny. You know, I would love to have them two live. And I'll step out of it and let them two just argue on a podcast. I would love to see that. Lakeisha and King, boy. Lala and King, boy. That'll be good. They'll go in on each other. I tell you. Oh, snap. Well, we got 2 minutes left in the podcast, y'all. I've definitely enjoyed all of you. Thank you, George Page, Jeannie, Lavelle Williams, Lala, Ace Goucher, TJ, TC, Mary. Thank you guys for coming in. PCBH 167. I am me. Did I say Jeannie? Yes, I did. TJ, I said you. I think I got everybody that was commenting. And if I missed you, Kalisimo, thank you. Isaiah Chukwu, thank you. You guys for coming into the podcast. It's been a pleasure having you guys. You know, the next podcast we definitely gonna get the panel back up. You know, I have to tell Lavelle ahead of time. Lavelle Williams is a busy man, y'all, and Lavelle got stuff to do. He got stuff to do. Okay. Definitely enjoyed this podcast. It was fun. We stayed on beat, and you know, that's just the way that is. 1 minute, and yeah, man. PCBH, I appreciate you. Thank you. I am me. Coach Shelton Harrison. There never be no comparison. You're live on the show. Sit back and have a listen. I'm done. Thank you. And subscribe and hit that like button. Hit that like button because we got to deter the people that's trying to stop the movement of what we're talking about here. Trying to promote these women. We got people that's against this movement. We got people that don't want to see this thing grow, but that's okay. It's okay, guys, because we're going to get it in. And that, my friends, That's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Sheldon Hanson. I'm done.